So as you know, today is our 9th day of our live English speaking class. So let's see how many of you are going to be here. And before we start our lesson, I want to share the channel with you because many of you are still struggling with how to find my uploaded videos or my previous videos, which I already have on my channel. And I would love to share that information with you. So as you can see, this is the channel. I hope you all are able to see that. So if I have about more than 230 videos already up here, as you can see, this is my channel. If you are on computer, you might gonna see it like this. But if you are on the phone, then you might see it differently, right? So you might see it like this. But most of the information you are able to see on the screen. So if you see on your phone, the first thing you see is home, then you see my videos, then you see the playlist, the community, and the channels and about. So community. Now, sometime I say, oh, I post sometime questions, sometime I post my announcements. So you need to know that function also, that community is there, that's the link. And then playlist. So if you can see here, if I click on the videos, you can see like this. I have a lot of video, lots of videos are already there. And all these videos are full of information for language learnings and lessons. There are so many lessons already there. If you have time, you can go through all these lessons. You can watch, you can learn. The lessons are about reading comprehensions, about reading fluency, about vocabulary or grammar or writing or speaking. Many activities are already there, and motivational, and how to learn a language also. So you can see this one, like must watch English learners, for example. I have all this information, what kind of mindset you have, or how we learn the language, or how our brain works. For example, this one, do you know how our brain learn and retain the information? So see, all these videos I uploaded last year. So if you are with me from last year, you might have seen many, or you might have not seen all of these videos. So you can go back and you can see if you missed anything. And if you are new to the channel, then you can go ahead and watch these videos. These videos are maybe more than 200 hours. Yes. So you can imagine people spend money and buy the courses. So here you have a lot of information already there. But what do you need? You need a perseverance, you need a dedication, you need a determination, you need a patience, you need a growth mindset. You need to come out of your comfort zone, right? And हिंदी में भी बोल दो, बातें करने से ही इंग्लिश की फ्लुएंसी नहीं आएगी. प्रैक्टिस इंपॉर्टेंट है, और प्रैक्टिस के लिए टाइम चाहिए और प्रैक्टिस चाहिए. अब जो भी मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ आपको कि एक नोटबुक रखिए, पेंसिल रखिए, नोट्स आप जरूर ले, मतलब प्रैक्टिस करो कि राइट डाउन द इम्पोर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन, एंड देन review all that information in your brain, and then write it down, and then tell someone that these are all steps are very vital in order to become fluent in English. And whatever I'm telling you is based on my experience, right? My experience as a student, as an educator, as born and grew up in India, and then living here in America from pretty much like from 3 decades. So I am sharing my education from India, my education from America. As a mother also, 2 children grew up in America, had their schooling, college, university education, and myself had my education from here also, from university. So, I mean, all kind of exposure I am sharing with you, and it's 100% free, right? So yesterday, actually, I was watching one video, and there was a very interesting video, and that woman is very famous from India. And she actually said something which I really liked, and I can relate myself with her. And believe it or not, what she was saying, do not give away things free, because when you are doing everything free, people don't appreciate it. And she said she had so many experiences in her life where she did things free and people didn't appreciate it. So one incident she was telling was about that she was helping in her area. She's from Karnataka, and she gave free atlases to schools, many schools, to many students. She just gave all those atlases free because she thought they might need these and it will be useful for them. So she said, one day I was driving through one area and I saw that someone was selling peanuts, and I was like, okay, I want to buy some. So she said, I stopped my car and I got out of the car and I said, okay, can you give me 1 kg or whatever? So that guy didn't have any plastic bag. He didn't have anything which she can put it in and give it to her. She said, I didn't even have a bag too that time. And I was like, okay, then rehne do bhaiya, that's fine. I will, buy it from somewhere else. So she said, but he didn't want to lose the customer. So he called another woman from the distance and he said, bring, the paper. So can you imagine what happened? That woman brought the atlas. And she said they ripped off the pages from the atlas and they put the peanuts and they gave it to me. But that was the same atlases I distributed free to the people in my area. That was, I was like, wow, that is actually true, because here I am offering free courses, offering free classes, but I don't think so many students are utilizing that opportunity where it's free, right? She had many other interesting stories. I'm not gonna spend all my time telling you all those stories, but that was a good lesson actually. And I really liked it. It touched my heart. I was like, yes, this is happening to me too, maybe offering everything free. But many of you have a desire, you want to learn. I am providing you guidance. As I always say, I'm also a learner. I don't know everything. Our learning levels are different. Maybe my level is different than yours. Yes, based on my experience, based on my exposures, based on my education. Yes, it's there. But I don't know everything, right? I always say that I don't know everything. And if I don't know something and you ask me, I will say, yes, I can find that information for you. I will never give you right away answer and a wrong answer if I don't know the answer and if I am not confident about that answer, right? So that kind of approach we all should have. And students also need to change their point of view or viewpoint, whatever you say, about the teachers also. That teachers are not computers, right? We also have the knowledge, and there's a saying that all this information and the knowledge is like a full of ocean, and I will say I just have few drops out of it, right? So let's see who's there. I was just busy showing you. And then one more thing, I want to show you the playlist before I move on to the next. So I have some playlists here where you can see capitalization and punctuation skills, so basic English, Hindi speaking, reading and listening, writing lessons are there. Most important words, vocabulary, recorded and live streaming lessons are here. Many lessons are from last year or from this year. But these lessons, my speaking Zoom lessons from last year. So you can watch all these lessons. These are the comprehension skills. These are the English speaking practice we did last year. These are my motivational talks. If you just want to relax, you don't want to take notes, there are many videos that you can listen and learn a lot about how to learn a language, right? So you can see that stuff. Okay, so now I can see, so I'm going to share my other slide with you. So before, I just want to tell you that today is the day, 9th day, and the date is 24th June, right? Okay, Michelle Singh, Google Meet link. Google Meet link. I don't have a Google Meet link. I have a Zoom link. Now here, one more thing. When I teach, I'm sorry, when I teach the lesson, and if you are not contributing, if you are not comfortable to speak in the class, then you don't need to join my Zoom class. You can watch the video wherever you are, okay? But before I start my lesson and before I start inviting you, I have a question. Can you write down in the chat about our Unit 1, what information we already covered in Unit 1, if you remember that. Write down, please, what information you already covered. If you remember, let's see how many of you all remember something we covered in last 8 lessons. Anyone? I know Mashal Singh, Vishnu Pal, you are desperate to join my class. I understand that today is your first day. How these things work, first I teach the lesson, especially for these Monday to Friday, the lessons I teach. And then Saturday and Sunday's lessons are 100% Zoom lessons. But again, my expectations for all of you are, if you will be contributing in the class, if you will be talking in the class, then you will be joining my class. Here, another thing, if you are new, I am not looking for perfection in your speech. I am not looking for that you will not be making any mistakes. I have sometimes students, they have a very limited English speaking skills, but they still have a courage to come and join my class and participate. So we always help them. We help them with the language. We all work like a team or like a family, right? So that's the way we practice in our class. So if you are one of them who is new and don't know how this activity works, I'm telling you, if you want to join the class, we need your participation, okay? So now I will be pasting the link, but before that, if you like the video, please give me thumbs up. And if you didn't subscribe the channel, subscribe to the channel. By the time I will get the link and paste it on the screen. Okay. And when you join the class, please keep yourself muted because we don't want to have a lot of disturbance on the back end. So everyone try to keep yourself muted. Okay, so if you are watching from there and you do not want to join the class because you are not ready today to contribute, then you can participate through chat. Now, one more thing, please. I understand if you're new, you're not comfortable. We are here to support you. I am always saying, and I'm again telling you again and again, repeating the same information. I am here to help you, and all other students who join my class, they all are here to help you. Okay, so don't be scared. I know it's not easy, but it's possible. Okay, so click on the link and join the class. So right now I have students waiting. So, okay, join. So Vishnupal is today, it's your first day, Vishnupal. Am I right? Vishnupal is still connecting. Okay, so if you are here, you want to join the class, click on the link and join the class. Vishnupal, how are you?
I am fine. Good evening, ma'am.
Vishnupal, आप
Yes,
कैसे
ma'am.
हो?
I am fine, ma'am. Fine.
Vishnupal, are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
So, okay. So tell me a little bit about yourself, please. थोड़ा सा अपने बारे में. Because
Ma'am, can you hear me?
yes.
Okay. Ma'am, my name is Vishnupal. I am from Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh, India. And my hobby is listening music, playing cricket. And I am doing MBA.
Okay.
And I want to become a HR manager.
You want to become what?
HR manager.
Oh, okay. Okay. Human resources.
Now I am working on my communication skills and I want to improve my communication. So that's why my motto is that from these classes I can improve my English and I can present myself to someone else, to other person.
Okay. Good. Okay. Good. So yes, I mean communication. What do you think? How can you improve that? Like, what do you think? What kind of activities you need to practice in order to improve your communication?
Basically, ma'am, I will improve my English by talking to other person who know English and make an environment. My friend circle is I want to make friend circle that person know English very well.
Okay.
Person who can.
So your schooling and your schooling is from like a CBSE board or the state board?
State board, ma'am.
State board. Okay.
Yes.
So when you were in school, you learned all the contents like subjects. जिनको आप कहते हो, we call contents. We don't say subjects.
Yes,
all the
yes.
contents you learned in English medium or Hindi medium or any other state medium?
I learned from Hindi medium.
Hindi medium. Okay. Okay. So I mean, you are already knowledgeable. You are already a knowledgeable person, but your knowledge is mostly in your first language.
Yes, ma'am.
First language is your Hindi. Hindi is your
Exactly.
first language, or your mother tongue, or your native language. Like you can call it any. Yes. So see here how when we learn the language, especially for adults. I'm talking about adults. I'm not talking about little kids, because if you are a little kid and if you grew up in an English environment, you will be automatically picking up the language and you will be speaking the way you are speaking your first language, Hindi or Gujarati or Bhojpuri or whatever the language.
Any local language. Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Right, native or local language. But when you are adult, like you guys are, and you learned English as a second language, because you learned English as a subject. Am I right?
Yes.
In school or even in college, you learned English as a subject, and all other your subjects, Hindi, science, geography, history, everything was in Hindi medium.
Correct.
You already have that knowledge about things, about history, about science. The only thing is that you want to transfer all your knowledge into English also. So you can easily become fluent or speak. That comes with the practice. See here, that's the reason. I think you are new. Are you new to this channel?
Yes, ma'am. This is my first day.
Okay. So if see these students, they are with me. Some of them are with me from last year, and
Okay.
they know how we learn the language, because language learning is not limited. First of all, keep in mind, it's not limited. When you are here to learn a language is limitless. And when you want to say, when you say, I want to become fluent, I want to speak fluently, right? That means you have to change your attitude towards the language. That language is not only memorizing some grammar skills or some vocabulary words and setting the limits that, oh, I might need 1,000 words to become fluent, or I might need 2,000 words to become fluent, because that's not true. And the second thing is, language learning is a long process. It's not a one-day thing, not a 1 week or 1 month thing.
Exactly. Correct.
Comes with practice. Fluency comes with the review. Whatever you learn here, fluency comes with become a good listener and practice. So, am I right, Sandeep? What do you think?
Yes, ma'am, you are absolutely right.
You want to say something about your experience?
Yes, ma'am. As you know, my experiences on this channel is really very nice because I learned many things here, and I am learning. I have been learning these strategies from the last year, and believe me, I gained too much skills. I would like to say skill here. Skills are very important in life to learn a language or anything else we want to learn that.
Right. And if we practice in this class or on my uploaded lessons, whatever we learned previously, that's why I was showing you the videos, that there
Yes,
is
ma'am.
like hundreds of lessons on just so much information. If you watch and practice with them, doesn't
Yes,
matter
ma'am.
if you are joining it today. That's okay. It's
Yes, ma'am.
we are starting from here.
My first lesson on this channel was about pronunciation, correct pronunciation. Before I had thought that pronunciation comes with practice, but no, pronunciation come with more words. But after watching that video, I got to know that pronunciation comes with practice.
Yes.
So
And
the videos are really very helpful.
become a listener, good listener also. Listening is very
Yes,
important, and applying. It's not just listening. When you listen something, try to use that language, right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's move on. Who can tell me what we were practicing yesterday?
First of all, we learn about Ginny, and then about our incident we had in our life, and after that our wishing.
Are you there, Priyanka? Sunita, what do you want to say? You remember what we were learning? Priyanka?
Yes, ma'am.
You
What do you
remember
say?
anything what we were learning yesterday?
Yesterday?
You were here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, yesterday we were learn about lamp, wish lamp.
Okay, so yesterday we learned about, yes, we learned about. We were learned, no, because you already used the learned is a verb, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We don't need was or were or am in it. So,
Okay.
and even last time I noticed the same kind of mistake. I am live, something like that. So I live, right? So I am Priyanka. I am Dr. Vijay, right? I am from, I live in,
Yes.
that's the mistake. We learned, right? Or you can say we were learning. Yesterday we were learning. We were learning about, then yes, right? Yes, excellent. Now, so today, if you see on the screen, what do you see on the screen? Am I sharing something with you guys?
No, ma'am, there is nothing on the screen.
Okay, so let me go and share the PowerPoint and then we will talk about it.
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Okay, I think I need to use headphones. Okay, what do you see on the screen, Sunita? What do you see on the screen?
Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out.
Yes.
Robert Collier.
Okay. So success is the sum of small effort. Sum. What does sum means? What does sum means?
Means equal.
Sum of
Means जो हम small effort करेंगे तो ही हमें success मिलेगा.
okay. Yes, sum, yeah, Sandeep, you were right. You were saying in the math, right? Sum of 2 plus 4, the sum is what? Like that, right? Yeah, so in other words, it's a, जो हिंदी में उसको कह सकते हो निचोड़, right? जो यही है,
Yes, ma'am.
conclusion यही है. Success is the sum of small efforts. जो सारी हमारी छोटी-छोटी efforts every day हैं, the things we repeat. Again, same thing here, what we are talking about language learning. Consistency, right? Dedication, practice. It's a repeated actions that brings success. No one can become successful just by saying it, right? We have to put a lot of efforts if we want to be successful.
Yes.
So anyone can see that picture, Vishal Paul. You can see that picture, but what do you see in the picture beside those words?
Some ants,
Mhm.
some ants, and taking something. I cannot seeing properly what they carry.
Okay.
Is
Leaves.
going
Leaves.
is taking leaves is going to hill on the hill.
Yes. Yes. So they are, in other words, they are collecting what?
Yes.
They are collecting
Leaves.
food. Right. They are collecting food because that's what they eat. Ants eat all kind of things, whatever they find, even the dead insects also, right? You know what insects are?
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
So they eat insects, they eat leaves, they eat anything. If they are in your kitchen, then they're gonna eat your food also. Right?
Mhm.
So they eat different things. Okay. So now we already know this. This is going to be a quick review so you can remember. Sometime I like to do the review, the things we already learned. And if you know, we already talked about the right words when we ask the question, right? You tell about one thing, right? So keep in mind, we use it for singular. Is the pizza good? Yes, it tastes
Yes.
great, right? Is the pizza good? Now I want someone to come up with another question for it. Come on, who wants to try? Make another question with it quickly.
Is the refrigerator functioning well?
Oh yeah, is the refrigerator functioning? Yes. Okay, excellent. Who? Yes, it is functioning very well. Okay, good. Next one, come on, who wants to take a turn? Please, don't wait.
It's a hot day today.
Okay, is it hot today? Yes, is it hot today? You don't say day because it's already understandable. I don't know if you live, it depends on the culture where you are. But if you hear if you say, is it hot today? So we all automatically know that you are talking about day. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but if you are living in an area where you have to
Is
use,
the rainy today?
is it rainy today? Okay. Yes. I will say go and check
Tomorrow
outside.
भी कह सकते हैं, टुडे की जगह पे tomorrow भी कह सकते हैं.
किस पे? सुनीता बोलो, दोबारा बोलो.
टुडे की बजाय tomorrow भी बोल सकते हैं.
ओके बोलो क्वेश्चन, आप बोलो टुमारो यूज करके बताओ मुझे, देन आई विल टेल यू. ऐसे नहीं मुझे पता चलेगा. बोलो.
Is the rainy tomorrow?
Is the rainy tomorrow? Okay. Who wants to correct the Sunita's question? Is the rainy tomorrow?
Was it raining yesterday?
No. Tomorrow. She's talking about tomorrow, not yesterday.
Ma'am, I think she wants to say yesterday.
No. She said tomorrow.
Will be raining tomorrow?
Will it rain tomorrow?
Yes. Will it rain tomorrow? Is it going to rain tomorrow also? Is it going to? Yes. You can say, is it going to be? Yes, like that. Okay. But you cannot say, yeah, you have to add other words in order to make it in a future tense. Okay. He, one male, right? Is the boy thirsty? Yes, he is. Now make another one. Vishal, can you make one please, quickly, so we can move on to other lesson, main lesson.
Are they playing cricket?
Is, we are using a single boy
Okay.
or a man or a, yes, someone male.
पापा ये वो क्या कहते हैं, फोन हटाना संजय का.
Yes, please. Vishal. Is the boy hungry? Is the man?
Is the boy smart?
Is the boy smart? Yeah.
Is the boy so innocent that he never made any kind of mistake?
Wow. Yeah. Is the boy so innocent? He never made any mistakes. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Yes. Anyone, if you are watching the lesson and you are interested to practice the language, then join the class. But if you just want to watch and you don't want to contribute, then you can stay and watch there, please. Okay. Yes. Excellent. She, Priyanka, make one quickly. No? Okay, so so is the girl still hungry? Is the girl still staying at the same place? Is the girl still, what else you can say?
Is the girl
Still fighting with her mother? Any word you can say. No, she's not. Is the girl still angry with you? Is the girl still, or is the woman, because this is all about females, right? So is Hindi में क्या कहोगे? Is the girl still hungry? क्या लड़की अभी भी hungry, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Is the girl still doing shopping?
Yeah, is she still doing shopping? Is she? You can say, is she also? It's not you have to use girl. You can use a pronoun. Is she still shopping in the mall? Right? Is she still, what else? Is she still swimming? Is she still living with her husband? Anything. So you
Is
see
she
how you can
is
make.
she really going to visit the Mukundra Hills National Park?
Yeah, right. Is she telling the truth? Right? So you see how many questions you can just, right? Okay. Are the friends happy? Are they? You can use they also. You don't need to use friends. Or are the relatives still at your place? Relatives, more people, right? Right? Are your
Yes, ma'am.
friends? Are your friends going to be visiting at your place? Or like, see, you can use any words. You can say, are they coming? Are they going somewhere? Are they going to New Delhi? Are they coming from New Delhi? You see? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. Quickly. Uh, quickly, who wants to fill the first one?
Is she a basketball player?
Yes, you can say basketball player, or you can say, am I a basketball player? You can use
Yes,
that too,
ma'am.
right? Yeah. Okay, so both can be correct. Yes, the second one. Okay, second
Are they
one.
on your team?
Are they on your team is good? Yes, and you can have. Is she on
Am
your team?
I
Is she
am
on
I
your team?
on your team?
Am I on your team? See, you can use 3 options for the second one, right? Yes. Your favorite sport?
Is basketball
Is
your
is
favorite
basketball
sport?
your favorite sport?
Yes. Is basketball your favorite sport? Yes. I think that's the only one can be possible in this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Number 4.
Are they on the school team?
Are they on the school team? Is she
Am
on
I
the
on the school team?
Am I on the school team? So you can see the 3 choices can work on this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I know you know this story, but I want you to read it and then we're gonna retell this in your words, okay? Who wants to start reading? Let's say Sunita, read the first paragraph and then we will move on quickly.
One day, a mighty lion lay asleep in the forest. His great head was resting on his paws. A little mouse came upon him unexpectedly.
Uh-huh.
The little mouse got so scared she tried to run away, but in her fright and haste, she ran
Ran,
ran
ran,
across lion's nose. Lion rouses
roused,
roused from his nap. The lion laid his
huge,
paw,
huge,
huge paw, and
angrily,
angrily on the creature,
tiny, tiny,
tiny creature to kill her. He wanted to eat her. Please don't eat me. Spare me, please. Perhaps one day I can help you, begged the mouse.
right. Okay, I will read one time. I want you to listen very carefully for the pronunciation.
Okay.
One day, a mighty lion lay asleep in the forest. His great head was resting on his paws. A little mouse came upon him unexpectedly. A little mouse got so scared, she tried to run away, but in her fright and haste, she ran across Lion's nose. Lion roused from his nap. The lion laid his huge paw angrily on the tiny creature to kill her. He wanted to eat her. Please don't eat me. Spare me, please. Perhaps one day I can help you, begged the mouse. Okay, so you see, bring the expressions, because when you are begging someone and you are fearful, how are you going to say that, right? That's what the actors do. Yeah. Okay, so the next one. Let's see, Vishnupal, read the next one, please.
Okay. The lion was much amused to think that a mouse could ever help him. He thought the idea was funny that he let the mouse go. But he was generous and finally let the mouse go. After a few days, while stalking his prey in the forest, the lion was caught in the toils of a hunter's net. Unable to free himself, he filled the forest with his angry roar.
Right. So the lion was much amused to think that a mouse could ever help him. Why? Because he thought, I'm a big animal, right?
Yes,
He
ma'am.
thought the idea was funny that he let the mouse go, but he was generous and finally let the mouse go. After a few days, while stalking his prey in the forest, the lion was caught in the toils of a hunter's net. Unable to free himself, he filled the forest with his angry roar. Okay, you know the lions, they roar so loud. Okay. Now, first paragraph, Sandeep, and second two lines, Priyanka. Come on, Sandeep.
Yes, ma'am. The mouse knew the voice and quickly found the lion struggling in the net. He ran to one of the great ropes that bound him. The little mouse worked all the day to pull away the rope and free the lion.
Yes, so the mouse knew the voice and quickly found the lion struggling in the net. He ran to one of the great ropes that bound him. The little mouse worked all day to chew, right? You chew the
Yes,
food
ma'am.
when you eat
Yes, ma'am.
something, chew away the rope and free the lion. Okay, Priyanka.
You laughed when I said I would repay you, said the mouse. Now you see that even a mouse can help a lion. After that, the lion and mouse became great friends.
Right. So you laughed. You laughed when I said I would repay you, right? To pay you your generosity. Said the mouse. Now you see that even a mouse can help a lion. After that, the lion and the mouse became great friends. Now I am going back on here in the beginning of the story. So setting. You know, if you are with me, you know I always ask you about setting. So what we talk in the beginning of the story, in setting, what we talk, where the story took place, and when did it happen? Tell me, when did it happen and where did it happen?
In the forest,
It
In
happened
the forest,
and one day
one day.
or
So we don't know.
once upon a time.
Yes, like once upon a time. We don't know when did it happen, but it happened, and it happened something in the past, or it happened in the future, or it's happening right now.
It happened in the past.
It happened in the past. So if you notice the sentences, all your sentences are in the past form, right? Past
Yes, ma'am.
perfect or past continuous or past whatever. So, but it's in the past. So, from the first one, what is the, how are you going to summarize it? If you know who, what, where, when, talk about it.
May I talk first?
Yes.
One day, a lion was sleeping in the forest. He was taking his nap, and suddenly, while stalking in the forest, a mouse came upon the lion. And when he saw that he came upon to the lion, he got scared and wants to get out of the lion. But in a hasty, he went to the lion's nose, and due to this activity, the lion awoke and aroused his paws to kill the mouse, and grabbed the mouse in his in his paws, and the mouse said,
Okay, Sandeep, can you conclude it like a briefly? Briefly, what was, okay,
ma'am.
what, okay, here. Who? Lion and the mouse are there, right? Yes?
Yes,
Who? So the lion was sleeping,
In the
the
forest.
lion was sleeping, the mouse disturbed his sleep, right? Did he disturb him?
Yes, ma'am.
So he disturbed his sleep. So the lion got angry and wanted to kill
The
the
mouse.
mouse. So the mouse begged for his life. He begged for his life.
Like,
yes, ma'am.
And lion pardoned him. He spared him. That's it. Right?
Yes.
So when you are telling something in a brief, you are summarizing. That means you are not going to use all these words from the story.
The main keywords we have to use.
Huh?
The main keywords we have to use.
Exactly. The main thing what
Okay.
happened is that the lion was sleeping and he was resting, and the mouse came, he just got on him, he disturbed his sleep. Lion got angry. You see, my language is so simple. If you notice,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
I'm telling you, it's very simple. I'm not using any fancy or complex words when I am telling you about this.
Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
So for your practice, I will say when you conclude the things, when you summarize the thing instead of memorizing, you can come up with the, it's kind of like a rephrasing also in your words, telling something, right? Okay, but rephrasing is a little different that you, like the way you were telling Sandeep, you were kind of like a rephrasing it, using a lot of phrases with your practice, with your knowledge. But when you are summarizing, you just telling the information, very brief, important information. Okay?
Ma'am, rephrase means?
Brief?
No,
You
ma'am,
said
rephrase. Rephrase.
where are you reading on the screen?
No, ma'am, rephrase. You said the word.
Oh,
Are you making me understand?
okay. Paraphrase. I didn't say rephrase, paraphrase.
Okay, ma'am.
Paraphrase means you are telling me the story in your words. You are not using everything from here, but you are expressing it and you are using your own language. You are using different words. That is a paraphrase. Paraphrase is a skill. Like you summarize, you paraphrase, like that. And that's what I want you to learn, to do the paraphrasing, because paraphrasing also helps you a lot in becoming fluent in English. See, that's my point is, again, my point is how you become fluent. You need something to use in order to practice the language, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay. So now this one I expect from Vishnu Paul. If you can paraphrase or you can summarize, whatever you want to for this page.
Ma'am, we can say a good deed comes around you. I think, can I say in Hindi?
No, I understand what you're saying, but I am not talking about theme right now. Yes, the
Okay,
theme
okay.
of this is different. But can you paraphrase this page?
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
One second. Ma'am, can I read? Can I read all story?
You
I
can
can-
read and then you can talk in your words. That's fine.
I can explain in my way that I have read
Sure.
from this story.
Yes.
A lion was sleeping and a mouse jumping over here and there, and the lion is so annoying from that doing his activity, and they catch the mouse, and mouse is praying for beg for leave me,
Uh-huh.
leave me. In future I will work for you. We can say मैं आपके काम आ सकता हूँ.
Right. I will help you. Yes.
I will help you.
I will do something for you, or I will do you a favor.
Yes, I will do something for you. And one a day, Shikari means shikari in English.
Hunter.
Hunter. The hunter comes in a forest and they जाल बिछाता है.
Yeah, they just threw the
Trap
net.
the lion.
Separate
Yeah.
the net.
Catch the lion.
No,
And
not catch. Capture the lion. Capture is the best word to use when you, especially for animals. CAPTURE. Capture. The hunters were there to capture the lion.
Capture the lion, and lion try to out of the net, but he is not able to do that. So a mouse. Yes.
So lion tried to escape. ESCAPE. Escape.
So lion is.
बच के निकलना. Escape means बच के निकल जाना. Escape.
Yes.
He tried to escape. Yes.
Okay. The lion tried to escape from the net, and but he is not able to do that. So a mouse.
He was unsuccessful. Okay. Yes.
Okay, he was unsuccessful. So the mouse came and trying to cut the net or chew. We can see chew, ma'am.
Yeah, chew is fine. He chewed it. The
Chew the net.
And he helped lion to save him from the hunter's net.
From the hunter net.
So he chewed the net, right? Yes.
So he chewed the net and become the lion free from the net.
Yes, and free. Yes. So finally the lion got free from. Yes.
Finally, the lion free from the net, and they both are happy.
So that way, my mouse saved the lion's what?
Yes.
Life, right? Yes. So he just paid his favor. He paid him
And
back.
He successfully escaped from the net.
Yes. So guys, when I say the words, please try to write those words, because that way you know where to use this vocabulary, right?
Yes, ma'am. I always do that.
Yes, because frankly speaking, if you're going to ask me now, ma'am, what was the word? I forgot to, because I am helping you right away there, and I just do it from whatever the word comes in my mind. I'll suitable word for that situation. So you can use it, right? So escape, helped him, paid for his favor. He was unsuccessful because he was trying to get away. Or he was
Fright and
trying to
haste.
run away. He was trying to escape. Yes. So there are so many words you can use.
And ma'am, fright and haste.
Hmm?
Fright and haste.
Yes. Okay. So if you are here, always try to keep a notebook with you and try to write down some of the formats of the sentences, some of the important words, and use those words. Now, the mouse knew that, okay, so the lion was, when the hunters were trying to capture him, lion roared, because that's the only word we can use for lion, because they roared. There is no any other word we can use for lions roaring, right? We cannot say he screamed, right? Because lions, they always roar. That's the word we have for them. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So the mouse, he chewed. So chewed is also a very important word. You always, you need to, when you eat your food, you need to chew your food, right? Because sometimes some people don't chew the food properly and they get sick. If you chew your food properly, it's gonna be easy to digest. So you can easily digest the food when you chew your food, right? So you see how you use this word chew. Now,
Yes.
the one was you laughed when I said I would repay you, said the mouse. Now you see that even a mouse
Yes,
can
ma'am.
help a lion, right? And it happens in our life also, guys. Think about it in reality. Sometimes people just make fun of others because maybe they are not strong, maybe they are physically weak, maybe their height is short. I think in these kind of things happen in the real life also. And people
Yes,
make
ma'am.
fun based on maybe if other people don't have enough good money, or if they're not rich, or if they're poor, if they're weak, if they're sick, if they're not strong. People do that all kind of mean stuff to others, right? But what is the lesson in this story? I don't want you to tell me like a set kind of words, but in your words, what do you think is the lesson in the story?
Ma'am, the
Wants to
story,
start? Yes. And I want you to relate it with your life. Do not just tell me about the जो कहते हैं ना लिखा लिखाया एक मॉरल, वो मुझे नहीं चाहिए. मैंने मॉरल जो सुनना है, थीम जो है, आपकी वर्डिंग में आप रिलेट करो कि कैसे आप इस स्टोरी का क्या आपको आपके ऊपर इसका क्या इफेक्ट है, या व्हाट डिड यू लर्न, और व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट दिस, काइंड ऑफ लाइक दैट. यस.
ma'am, I have been reading or listening this story since my childhood. Many times I learned in my school's times too. And it was really helpful to me because it kept reminding me of about all people's respect. I should say respect, because the people whom I knew were not important for me, they actually helped me over there. It usually happened with me in my school time, because it was our trend that the teacher who does not teach us, we thought that they are not going to help us in future, but they actually help us too much in any kind of subject. They help us because and most of them helped us more better than our own teachers.
Right. Here,
Yes,
I'm going
ma'am.
to use a one idiom. If you want to write down, you can write down that too.
Yes, ma'am.
Never judge a book from its cover,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So
Yes,
you
ma'am.
never know who is going to help you. That person might be a poor person. That person might be a sick person. That person might be a weak person. But you never know in your life. So never judge people just how they look, right? Or what their circumstances are, because anyone can be helpful in your life. Yes. Okay, Vishnu,
Yes,
Paul, Priyanka, Rawat, you all gonna take turn, and then I will end this session. Please go ahead. Yes. Who wants to take turn now? Priyanka, you want to say? Go ahead. And it's okay, we will be helping each other with the language. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in this story, I learn about that we should not understand small to anyone and not see their weakness, because they help you anytime.
Right. Anyone can help you anytime in your life. You never
Yes,
know.
ma'am.
Yes, excellent. Yes, Vishnu.
Ma'am, we can say always help to person. We don't know how they come in future.
Right.
Means, ma'am, a film dialogue. Don't underestimate the power of a common man.
Yes. Yes.
We can say that also.
Yes. Never underestimate other people's powers,
Yes.
their strengths, other people's strengths, powers. Yes. Because you never know. Again, yes, never judge a book from its cover, because you don't know. You never know.
Exactly.
Your life. Yes, yes. So Vishnupal, I know this class was pretty short, but we have a classes every Saturday, also on Sundays too. So everyone is welcome, and you just need to be keep updated, and you will have time, watch more lessons, and learn a lot of English. And I wish you good luck. And we'll see you another time in the class. Have a wonderful
Yeah.
day. Stay blessed.
Sure, ma'am.
Thank you.